All right, we are back. We are back. This is my second live stream for today. And I believe that many people will benefit from this, even though it is targeting people that are 70. Why am I going with 70? I'm going with 70 because 70 is the age that I am. And I want people to know that there is a lot of life left in your body. If you can speak, you have life and you have something that you can share with other people. Hey, Slim, thank you so much for joining me. And thanks for the thumbs up immediately without my even having to ask for it. I really appreciate you. Your dad just turned 70 last month. Fantastic. And I hope that you're supporting your dad in the things that he wants to do. I have a son and my brand new baby. I have now two grandchildren, girl and a boy. Um, May Lee was born Thursday, this past Thursday, and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to welcome her into my life at the age of 70. So maybe she will have 50 good years with me, and I'll be 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. By 120, I think I want to slow down. But until that time, I'm going to enjoy life and squeeze as much out of life as I possibly can. So, um, your dad's been a private person all of his life. Then, if he's been a private person all of his life, let him continue to be a private person all of his life until he sees enough reason to share his life, his wisdom to people on YouTube. Gone are those days when, you know, people would get together, even with family reunions, which we still have, but the young people aren't showing up. They're not interested in coming like the older people are to build that foundational uh, groundwork. This is who we are. This is why we do what we do. And this is how you can become who you wish to become. But what I found is being on YouTube is very rewarding. I'm meeting, of course, people who are much younger than myself, and not too many that I have met that are 70 plus, but some that are 60 and heading in the direction of 70. So I'm excited about the people that I'm meeting and the information that I can share, the wisdom that I can depart into someone else's life. Um, yeah, thank you so much. Been wanting him on YouTube for a minute. Blessings and congratulations. Thank you so much. But he's been a private person all his life. And that's fine. If he's been a private person and that privacy is what he enjoys, then so be it. Let him live out the remainder of his 45 or 50 years in the best conceivable way that he sees. You're not very much going to convince him to change. What you can do is to show him what you are able to do at 70 and beyond. Even if it's just coming on live stream and demonstrating something that he knows how to do. Is that going to generate a lot of money? Probably not, at least not right away. But if you have children, he can leave his YouTube channel to his grandchildren, which is what I plan to do, is to leave whatever this channel is going to do. It will be there for my grandkids. Um, well, thank you so much for sharing me out. I really appreciate that. And this is how we grow. We grow when more people tell other people about people who are online. And I appreciate you doing that for me. Now, I don't know my son, I just have one son. My son just turned 40 in December. So I had him when I was 30. And he's doing wonderful. I spent time nurturing him, mentoring him as a child to become the best son that he could possibly be. And he's doing phenomenally well with his wife and now the two children that he has. And I think that the things that I instilled in him are things that people can benefit from. One thing, though, is a little caveat. People will need to ask the question. The quality answers will come from the quality of the questions that you ask. When I started teaching as an educator, I think I was 35, and I didn't go to school to be a teacher. I was a business major. And when I was married, I did secretarial work. After my divorce, I needed to find a job that would allow me to be home. At least that's what I felt, that I needed to be home in the evenings and pick my son up from school or meet the bus. And the job that I had wasn't allowing me to do that. And I looked into teaching. And I came into the school system as a lateral entry teacher. I had to take a summer, 2 summers, I believe, 2.5 summers to do supplemental work so that I would have the foundation for teaching. And with that foundation of teaching, I found what I would consider my niche. That was what I have been built to do. And I've been built to teach. And that's what I've done until I retired. However, at 54, teaching was burning me out. I was completely burnt out. Uh, the dynamics in the school system were changing, and I was going home with headaches, stressed out, and I didn't know why. And one day I went to the fire station to have my blood pressure checked because I had this excruciating pain, and they told me that I needed to go to the hospital right then. And I said, no, I couldn't go to the hospital right then because I had other things like a son that I needed to take care of. So as a resort, I did go home and I just rested. And I believe I took the rest of the week off from school just to gather my thoughts and to see what on earth should I be doing, because what I was doing wasn't working. And the next day that I went into the school system, I went to Human Resources to find out, well, I made an appointment for Human Resources to find out when could I retire. And so they told me with my years of experience and my age, I was able to retire from the school system with the benefits. Now, I didn't get the full benefits of the money, but I had my health insurance, my life insurance, those benefits. So those were in place forever. I think those are in place after 5 years of service. But whatever the case may be, I did have those, and I just decided that I would retire. And when I was retired, I still had a son that I needed to encourage. So I went back to school and I got my master's, or I completed my master's in curriculum and instruction. By this time, my son is in 10th grade, and I still needed to keep him encouraged. And he went on to 12th grade, and I'm thinking, now you're going to go to college, right? And of course, he was going to go to college. And while he was in college, to keep him encouraged, I went to school to get my doctorate. So we both were in school, and I could use as an example, if I can study, you can study. But he wasn't living at home, but we would just compare what our grades were, and it worked. And I'm just saying that these are models that are in place. Success leaves clues. Hey, Selena. Um, Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. And Slim, if you have not met Selena, she is someone that I would recommend that you take a look at her YouTube channel. And I'll get her YouTube channel for you. Go to her channel now. I'll get her YouTube channel for you. Control C. Control C. And check her out. If what she does resonates with you, I would like to encourage you and invite you to become a subscriber of hers. Okay, so you've already met her at. Okay, just in case some other people come in, I'll have it already there. And let me just go ahead and put yours here too. Go to your channel, Slam. So what I'm just saying is that while trying to keep my son encouraged, I was developing skill sets that were becoming more enhanced, which worked well for me. And I want people to realize that growth stops when you stop. I haven't stopped learning. I'm learning so much about technology, how to use a variety of technologies that boggles your mind. Now, I will say that my son will constantly say, if I don't know how to do something, Ma, it's on YouTube. So he forces me to at least try to find what it is that I'm looking for without him just doing it for me. And I have learned a lot. I'd mess up, I'd start over, I'd mess up, I'd start over. So I think the thumbnails that I'm creating now, they're getting better and better. The descriptions that I'm using are getting better. It's what I'm asking for when I get the thumbnails. You've commented on my videos before, Selena, no more than a week ago. Okay, that's yay. Thank you for letting her. I know that, right, Sam? Jim. I just haven't seen your name on my channel videos before. All right. So, Sam, be sure to check some of her videos out as well. And I don't know that I see that you go to my restreams, Slim. So if you haven't checked out some of my restreams, please check out some of my restreams, including the one that I have going now. I typically run a restream every 11 hours. And during that time, when my restreams are going, people are showing up. And usually these people that are showing up are people that I already know that are in my community. And that's fine because I still get watched hours and it provides me more exposure for whatever YouTube is allowing me to have. So I'm really happy to be there. This is TH, the, the, the Ash guy, the Ash guy. I think that's the Ash guy. Hey, the Ash guy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your showing up and being here. And I'm just looking at your channel. I have not become a subscriber of yours, but since you are here with me, I am going to become a subscriber of yours by looking at your channel now and trying to determine what it is that you do. You have 627 subscribers and you just joined May of this year. That is amazing. That's amazing, the Ash guy. And I can't, okay, I can't really determine what it is that you do. I can't really determine what you do, but you sound as if you are a child, maybe not even 18. Um, I will try to get around as much. I post every day myself and try to see everyone I can and what little free time I have. So this is what I do, Slim. Once your community knows that you have, or let me say, once my community knows that I have the restream, you just set the restream up. And while I'm even doing this live stream, I have a restream that is running. All right. So that restream is running now. And when I go back and check the restream, I just click on their name. Then I'll go to their YouTube channel and make a comment, or I'll just make a comment in the restream. That helps a lot in getting to as many people as I can with the limited time that I may have as well. Hey, Healthy Kitchen, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Your other 70-year-old subscriber. Yay! Fantastic. Fantastic. So, as I was saying, I do have a few 70-year-olds that come to visit with me, but usually they're younger, but 50 and 60 would be the age that I think are coming. And I want to keep them encouraged that we can do this. And it looks like right now, Healthy Kitchen, you have 98 subscribers. So I believe tonight you can leave here knowing that you're going to have at least 100 subscribers to your channel. You have 98 subscribers and 118 videos. That's amazing. And let's go. I'm going to put this here this is HEAL at Healthy Kitchen. So guys, let's get her to her 100 subscribers tonight. And I want to say, Healthy Kitchen, if you are in the 500 subscriber challenge, you will see that you can move a lot faster. It is completely free to participate in the challenge. Most of the time, the people that I am shouting out are those that are coming to my restream. So if you want to take a moment right now while you're in this live stream, leave this live stream, go to my page, and you'll see the restream playing. It's only like 3 minutes or so. Watch that. Leave a comment if you wish, but your name must show up so that I can shout you out where others will visit your video. Healthy, I connected to your, yay! Fantastic. So you have your 100 and maybe even more before the end of the day. Let's see. So, but anyway, so I want to tell people that YouTube is a great place for people like myself and for Slim, your parent, if that parent decides to do this, for Healthy Kitchen Wizard. This is a place for us to leave our legacy. At some point, we're going to lose the voice, the stamina to do a lot of things. But what will live on will be the videos that they are able to see on YouTube. When I was younger, and even when as an adult, I have photo albums, and my mom kept lots of pictures of us, black and white pictures of us that she cataloged and curated for us. And I know how valuable those are. And I know how valuable the ones that I created. Can you just imagine with me how valuable what we're doing right now tonight is for people who are going to watch this YouTube channel? Is everybody interested in what we're doing? Absolutely not. But for the few people, our family members, who want to know what Auntie did, what Grandmama did, what my sister did, what my nieces and nephews will be able to see, it will be something that will be a reminder of what they can be when they're older. I can watch your YouTube channel, yes. Yes, the Ash Guy, you can watch our YouTube channel. It's just that you're not old enough for me to promote you. You're not old enough for me to promote you. Or I could promote you, but I choose not to. And if you get a parent to sign up or something with a video of your parent in there, that would be different. So that's why I didn't put your name in there. Hey, Lisa, thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate you showing up, as you often do. And with your 377 subscribers, I hope that you are seeing some growth in your channel. I think I commented on your channel today, but I'm not sure. I might be wrong, but I think I did. Okay, at Lisa. And guys, if you have not visited anyone's YouTube channel today, take the time now, but come back. Take this time, because you've already set this time aside to spend with me. Take this time, go and choose one person, at least one person in this chat, and go visit their page. Go and visit their page. And I just saw someone. Hey, Champagne Secrets. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that you are here. And I don't know that I've seen you before, but I have subscribed. Control C. I don't know that I've seen you in my live streams, but I have subscribed to your channel. And let's see, what are you talking about? But it's a very attractive banner. Don't forget the dream. Yes, Martin Luther King's Day was Monday, and it was great to be home with family. So here is champagne secret. So champagne, I want to say that there is a 500 subscriber challenge going on right now. It is for 30 days, and day one starts the day that you start. So if you join the challenge, we can get your subscribers up higher. And all of these subscribers are going to be people that I have vetted, such as yourself. When I say that I have vetted them, this means that I am subscribing to them myself. If I'm subscribing to someone, then I believe that that individual would be worthy of at least you're giving them an opportunity to know that you came to their channel, even if you just give them a thumbs up and not subscribe. But if you like what they're doing, consider becoming a subscriber. And this is what I say to everyone. Now, I want to talk about why 70 and above is a great time to look at YouTube. First, it's a great place to curate what you do. One of my best friends is a seamstress, or she makes quilts. And she's just a few years older than me, maybe 72. And she does beautiful work, and she has the stamina. When she's ready to go online, she will be ready. But she enjoys doing what she's doing, which is quilting. But her legacy could be displayed on YouTube today. Maybe she will never make any money, but her family will be able to see the work, the quality of work that she does, and the beautiful quilts that she makes for her friends and family. For Christmas last year, I have received, year before last, a beautiful quilt for my bed. It's blue and white. It is amazing. This past Christmas, she made for everyone a decorative bag for the gifts that she was giving to everyone. And I want to encourage people who have a skill, don't sleep on the opportunity to share what you can do with the world, because we want to know. Hey, Mary Jane, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. And I hope that you guys will take advantage of these links that I am posting here tonight. And if I forget to say at the end of this live stream, please go back and post your one takeaway. And I'll tell you why I want you to do that. Mary, M-E-R-R. I can't even see my fingers. At M-E-R-R. Okay, that's Mary Jane. Hey, Mercy. Hey, Mercy. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you guys for giving me the thumbs up. Thank you guys for giving me the thumbs up. Control C. Mercy. And I saw Phoenix. Thank you so much for coming, Phoenix. Go to your channel, Phoenix. And Control on, Control C. And I'm going to tell you all again and again throughout the evening. If you have less than 500 subscribers and you're attending this session tonight, consider becoming a part of the 500 subscriber challenge. It is a 30-day challenge, and the day that you start is your day one. If you'd like to be in the challenge, I want you to go now to my restream that is playing. Go to my restream that is playing now and watch that restream. It's just about 3 minutes, and leave a comment so that I can see your name show up. And when your name shows up, those are the individuals that get a shout out from me. I typically will do this every day. I did not do one today, but it's still early. I may still do it. I don't know. But thank you guys for coming. And I want you all to right now go and leave a comment on the restream. It's a restream about, I think, whales. Just leave a comment so that I can capture your name. That Woman Stand Alone is back, and I'm going to post her channel. That Woman Stand Alone only has shorts right now. But what you can do is click on shorts and you'll get her latest short, and you can leave a comment there. Okay. Let's see. Let's add. So guys, what I'm talking about is why 70 and older is a good time to be on YouTube. I'm sure many of you have seen the ladies, the men at Walmart that are maybe 60 and they are greeters. Let me tell you something. Those people get tired. I get tired of standing all day long. Well, I don't stand all day long, but if I had to stand all day long, that was my job, to stand and greet people. There's nothing wrong with the job. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that job. But what if you had an alternative? You still may have to stand and be a greeter, but when you get home, you have something else that you can look forward to. You can talk about having that job of standing at Walmart or wherever you are. I remember when I was about 15, maybe 16, I worked at this poultry company after school. And I knew that that type of work was not for me. As the chickens came down these racks, chicken after chicken after chicken after chicken, my job was to cut off that little part where the little feather was with the scalpel. And you had plastic gloves, but you're cutting so fast, you can cut your finger when you don't do it very carefully. And if you're very careful, you cut yourself. I mean, if you're very careful, more chickens will go by, and they write you up for that, for letting too many chickens go by. Then I had another job where, down in the bottom of the chicken, you have the intestines and you pull. This is a gut pull. My time when I went home, my arm was so tired that I knew that I was not that type of an employee. I could not do a job like that. And so I went to school and I was a secretary. I took steno classes. I went to a community college first, and I became a stenographer for a company. No one does that today, because you can just talk into a machine and it types what you want it to say. But that was what I did. And when I was married, the marriage didn't last, and I had a son. Now I have two grandbabies. I knew I needed to do something different, and I went back to school. And this is where I've learned the skill sets to be online that I'm using now. So I think in 2008 or 2010, Skype was fairly new, and I needed to have something to take my mind off of myself. So I started teaching online conversational English to ESL students. And that brought me so much joy that I didn't have time to think of myself. I was thinking of how having a conversation with people whose first language wasn't English was helping them to become proficient and fluent in English. And this is what is helping me now to build this channel. Now, I want to be totally transparent. I do have another YouTube channel. To be honest, I have several YouTube channels, but I wanted to do this one organically, empowered living, because I felt that I had something that would benefit so many people. I know the value of storytelling. I know the value of having someone to listen to you. I know the value of having someone to see you. And I want you to know that I do see you all. Thank you so much for the congrats on my grandbaby. Let me see. Let me show you my. Let me see if he sent me the pictures of us today. Well, while we were downstairs, we were bonding with my new grandbaby that was born on Thursday. So let me put in, hey, Keisha's motivation. Thank you so much for joining me. Go to channel. Even doing what I'm doing now, I'm getting faster. Control. I'm getting faster at sharing people's information. Now, Keisha is at 189 subscribers, guys. 189. Keisha, I want you to stay online with me tonight on this live stream until you get your 200 subscribers. You should be able to get 200 subscribers before tonight ends at and I want to tell you, Keisha, that I have a 500 subscriber challenge going on now. If you participate in that challenge, you're going to be introduced to qualified subscribers. All that you need to do is click the link, go to their channel, and if you subscribe to their channel, I know they will at least look at your work and what you're doing and perhaps become subscribers. And by within 24 hours, you should have at least your 200 subscribers or more. And I have another channel too, Meritage Shades of Light, where I post wellness information to live well. Fantastic. Fantastic. So on Sunday, I'm going to be going live with Iron Sharpens Iron, and that's called a collaborative effort. So maybe Healthy Kitchen Wizard, we old heads can get together and do a collaborative presentation. We do this on YouTube. I don't know if you've done one before, but you'll be on one part of the screen and I'll be on one part of the screen, and we'll be talking to our audience. You'll invite your audience, I'll invite my audience, and then you'll have access to the names of the individuals that may consider joining you. I may have access to people who may be considered in joining us. So let's talk about that, and remind me of this in the chat. So when this live stream ends, remind me so that I can put you on my mental calendar and then into my calendar on Google. Okay, well, I think that you will enjoy it, and I hope that you can come on Sunday to Iron Sharpens Iron and see that one and how we go live and what your live will look like as well. But remind me in the conversation at the end of this live stream. Okay. Thanks everybody that is giving me the thumbs up. I really appreciate you for being here. And let's see if I've missed anybody. Live, love, life with Nitya. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and visiting with me. And I want to say that being a part of my Being a part of the challenge is going to expose you to so many more individuals. Now, Live Love Life with Nitya does have 1K subscribers already, but maybe you need more watch hours. Maybe you're coming here to support. Whatever the case may be, I'm happy that you're here. And at and here's her contact information as well. Now let's see. I will love that. Okay, I will do. I am your behaviorist therapist. Fantastic. I am here to support. So Live Love Life with Nitya is here to support. So those of you who are shy of some subscribers, know that Live Love Life with Nitya will support you if what you do resonates with her. Now I was talking about people who have to take these jobs because the income that they have isn't sufficient. So being a YouTuber, it may not readily produce income for you at the amount that would allow you to stop working if you were a greeter at Walmart. But it gives you something to look forward to. It gives you something else. Because I felt that my life was not really fulfilled. But I'm not saying my life wasn't fulfilled. I just knew I had the capacity to do even more. Now, the channel that I was, this is my second monetized channel. My third, but I have several channels. I have another channel, which is a folktale channel, because I'm so enthralled and interested in African folktales. However, I just called mine Folktales for Every Generation. Now, that one hasn't taken off, which is perfectly fine. I'm not in a rush. I wanted to focus on empowered living because I felt more people needed to hear my message in empowered living. And what empowered living does, it shines a beacon into what are some of the possibilities of what you can do. It's about mindset, your limiting beliefs. If you believe that you can't do something, you're absolutely correct. You can't. If you can change that mindset to yes, you can, then you will. And one of the things that you can do is, these little barrettes or strings that people wear on their wrist. You could put one of those on your wrist. And when you hear yourself saying something negative, just pull it. And it will serve as a reminder that no, 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 no. That's negative. Will you learn how to unlearn negative behavior in one day? No, because I still make the mistake of saying something negative, but I recognize it and then I'll change it. And I try to see it in a different light. As when I talk to you guys, especially if there's just a few of us in the session, I'll try to give you some insight as to how you can view even negative situations in a positive light. If you're building your YouTube channel, as I'm doing here, people um, people will come and they'll be negative on your site. I don't let that stop me from having them on my site. The reason why is the longer they stay on, the more hours I'm going to get. Hey, Lucy, thank you so much for coming. And Lucy, I'm going to have to remember to do something, which is to set my live streams up as if I'm going to invite a guest, because I certainly would have liked to have invited you tonight to my channel, but it isn't set up that way. And if I try to change it, that would mean I'd have to go out. So I won't do that, but I'll remember to try and always just open it up just in case. I think that's what you do, right? Am I right? And Lucy has 21,000 subscribers. So we can learn a lot from her just by inviting people to share their insights. See, and yeah, yeah. So I'm going to start setting it up that way, and then when I see you the next time, or anyone, I can just invite someone. But I believe I have to set that up before I start the live. Is that right, Lucy? And she has the most beautiful dogs. Yes. Oh, you're using StreamYard. Okay, I didn't know you were using StreamYard, but I could use StreamYard too, I think. I've used StreamYard, but I don't remember how I set it up. But maybe I'll look into that tomorrow as well. Um, and thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. And for those of you who have clicked on the thumbs up button, thank you for doing that as well. I really appreciate it. And let's see. So, what questions? Okay, and that's using StreamYard. I'm coming back in a second, guys. All right, so let's see. So Lucy has posted her channel. So guys, if you all can check her out. So we have some new people here, and I appreciate that. And so I'm just reminding you guys, if you visit my restream, if you come to my restream, when you post on the restream, I usually will give a shout out to you the next day. Even if you get a shout out on Saturday and you visit my restream on Sunday, you'll have another shout out on Sunday. The more times other people see your name, it is building that relationship of, oh, I know her. I know Lucy. I know Selena. I know Living My Best Life. Oh, hey, Living My Best Life. Let's see. I'm living my best life at 60. I really appreciate your showing up. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm going to get your link. Control C. And one of the titles that I'm looking at right now is 100 Things God Loves About You. 100 Things that God Loves About You is something that I think all of us can benefit from. So this is at Living My Best Life. And if any of these links are not working, please let me know. And so we have someone joining that I have not subscribed. I have not subscribed to your channel, and it's APTYP CM. So I'm not really sure how to read it, but I'm going to see apt. That probably isn't what it is, but I'm going to take a look at your channel, and then I'm going to go back and decide if we're going to join it. And I'm just looking at this one that is 1 minute. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say here. You can translate that to English, but I have to do it in Google. So, I'm going to say that right now, when I post people's links to their channel, it is because I have subscribed to their channel and I've checked their channels out. And at this moment, I can't understand what it is that you're saying. I'm sure it's a great channel, but I would need to go to Google and put in Google and translate, and I will do that. However, once this live stream is over, I'll need you to leave a comment in the comment section, because these will not show up, so that I can go and check out your channel, and I will subscribe to your channel and perhaps shout out as well. Hey, Linda. Linda, I was just talking about you earlier tonight. So thank you so much for joining. Linda is a person that I was saying that people who are over 70, 60, 50, 60, 70, this is a great opportunity for us to curate what we do. I just told you that Linda is a great, I said seamstress, but I don't think seamstress is the right word, because I know her for quilting. When I think of seamstress, I think of someone sewing clothes, but then I think she does that too. And today I was at Linda's home, and I had this sheet that I had ripped with my suitcase. I had it on the bed, and I don't know, the leggings or the metal piece caught the sheet and ripped it, and she put it back together for me. So thank you so much for that, Linda. You are appreciated. But Linda is a supporter. She's not necessarily going to comment on your videos, but if you need someone to support you with a subscriber, I'm sure she will visit your channel, and if it resonates with her, she will definitely consider becoming one of your subscribers. Hello, Mohammed. Mohammed, thank you so much for showing up for me today. I really appreciate you. And although what you post and publish is not written in English, I am able to understand the English words. So thank you so much for that and sharing. And this is for at OUM. So I'm not sure who it was that I said should be able to get their 1K or 200 subscribers tonight. You should be able. I saw you earlier live and gave thumbs up as well. I just came off the quilting machine. So one day I'm going to have Linda on, and she's just going to talk. She's just going to talk to you guys. She has 8 subscribers, and we'll get some video up there for her one day. Don't know when, but one day. Oh, okay. I lost my place. Here's my place at Linda Williams. So everyone that's showing up, thank you so much. And if you have not given me a thumbs up, please give me a thumbs up as well. And Healthy Kitchen Wizard, Linda, Keisha's Motivation, Selena, Mohammed, Lucy, Living My Best Life at 60. I think I've gotten everybody's links in there now. So I was just saying that if you are resigned to having one of those jobs like a greeter at Walmart, or if you have to do a job that is really exacting and exhausting, find something else that you enjoy doing. It may not replace the income of being a greeter or whatever else it is that you're doing, but you're finding something that you enjoy doing. As I said, when I was going through my divorce, I needed something to distract me from me. And that was why I went to Skype, and I started talking to individuals on Skype about whatever they felt they wanted to talk about, because their goal was just to practice conversational English. If you've heard me some mornings, I still do conversational English sessions, and you are not able to see my students because I'm in Zoom and it's private, but you can hear the student talking. And that is what this is what brings me joy, doing what I'm doing right now, coming online live and talking to you guys. But I'm also an individual that enjoys lending an ear, posting something that I think that you will find valuable. If you live in the US, you know that we have a new administration in process right now. And I was listening at Linda's house today to this economist talking about how things are changing, and they're changing dramatically. Some things you can't prepare for, but those things that you can prepare for, once you have been told, once you have become aware of it, it is up to you to do something about that situation. So those of you who are considering spending money that unnecessarily, and I can't tell you what unnecessary spending is, but you might know what unnecessary spending is. Before you spend too much money in the next 90 days, that's what most people put out for being on probation, pay close attention to what is happening in our economy. If you don't have food items already stored in your house, you might want to consider getting some. Sort of like what we did when we were storing up, stockpiling toilet paper. A lot of things that we have in the US comes from some other place. And before all of those tariffs and taxes are set in place, it's not going to last you forever, but you can have a handle over something that doesn't happen dramatically and drastically. It'll give you time to think and plan what you're going to do for the next 3, 4, 5 years. Just take 90 days to rethink those things that you're buying and maybe get some of the things that are your necessities. When I get home, I'm not at home now. I'm at my daughter-in-law and my son's home with the new grandbaby. I will be going to the store and getting more canned goods. When you look at these canned goods, look at the date. Don't get canned goods off of the shelf. Do not go to Super Dollar and get those canned goods. Those goods are already at their expiration date practically. Don't get medicines that is, 2 years old that you can get at Super Dollar. It still works, but it's going to be that much older when you get it. I hope that you understand what I'm saying. I know we may have to start shopping a little at a time for the things we use most. Right. But those things that you use most right now, Keisha, such as kind of like toilet paper, paper towels, you might want to go ahead and get a stockpile of those now instead of waiting until the prices go up, because those are things that you are going to need. But I'm talking about food items as well. You can get a lot of food items on sale. And if you are a couponer, start collecting the coupons. Like my grandbaby now will need coupons for Pampers. These are necessities. But Linda, well, maybe not Linda, but because I don't remember that. But my mother used cloth diapers. I never used cloth diapers. I'm sure Linda didn't either. Being a New Yorker, she didn't use cloth diapers either. But perhaps her mother did. You don't want to go back to those days of that type of lifestyle if you've never experienced it. So if you don't have a garden of your own, you might want to consider buying things that are non-perishable that you can put on the shelf. I try to buy in bulk anyway. I think the issue may be fresh vegetables and things like that. Exactly. You're not going to be able to get the fresh vegetables. And what I heard on the news today, while at Linda's, migrant workers who may not be here legally, but they are paying taxes, they are not killing people, they are being sent back someplace, or they are refusing to come out to even do the work, to do the harvesting. And I can tell you that many Americans are not doing that type of work. We're not going out into the fields. If you look at construction, when you look at construction, who do you see doing the construction work? I'm not saying that there aren't some Americans doing the construction work, but these buildings that are going up in North Carolina just like that, they are not Americans building these buildings. So I think that is going to impact housing. But let me ask you all this. Have you all heard of these luxury apartments? It's just so funny to me when I hear people talk about these luxury apartments. And my girlfriend has one of these luxury apartments. It's a nice apartment. It is a nice apartment, but it's not a luxury apartment. It has the marble top and it has the hardwood floor that looks like, I don't know, some kind of panel. And they're very pretty. But now they have the word luxury in front of it so that they can charge more for it. I just thought that that was just amazing and interesting. Live, Love, Life says, yes, shelf life is important. And Keisha says, I try to buy in bulk. Yes. And Keisha also says, I use cloth diapers for burp cloths for my kids. Yeah. I probably did too. I don't know that I bought diapers. I may have just used an old towel. I don't remember. Is it part of the smart city community? No, the luxury apartments, I don't think so. And I'm not sure what the smart city community is either. So let me see what is a smart city community. Let me take a quick look to find out what that is. What is the smart city community? Okay, so it says that the smart city community, for those of you who don't know, it refers to a group of people or organizations and stakeholders working together to create, manage, and sustain a smart city. So it sounds like a little village. No, it isn't anything like that. It's just something that they're using to increase the rent. But now it doesn't come furnished or anything like that. It doesn't come furnished, but they're pretty. But they're like $2,000 a month, a month. And so many jobs are going to be cut. So many positions are going to be cut. But anyway, I was talking about the program that we were watching at Linda's house, and this economist is talking about, which is true. We all know it. We just can't wrap our heads around when it's going to happen. But dynasties do not last forever. The United States cannot stay on top forever. And I don't know what countries are being represented in this panel right now, but I do know that in Africa, so many things are being enhanced with the support of China. China has so many individuals in that country, and they have an amazing infrastructure themselves, and they're sharing that knowledge by giving things not necessarily free, but in countries like Africa, where money is hard to come by, living is very challenging. China is coming in, building bridges and so many other things that it's making it easier for them to have a lifestyle that is unimaginable to some. This economist also talked about some type of car. I forget what the name of it was a 3-letter word for a car that they have them on the continent of Africa. I think they're in Europe and some other place. But do we have those cars in the United States? No, we don't. and we don't have those cars in the United States. This is per The Economist, that Elon Musk and some other big wheels influenced the politics of, no, we are not getting those cars. We are going to produce the cars here. And what it is, there is a 100% tariff on those three-letter word cars. It's not a bad word. I just don't know what it is. They're not being shipped over here because, and his example is, if we bought a $3,000 car, we would have to pay the government that is bringing the car here $3,000 as well. So that car would be $3,000. Now, obviously, there are no $3,000 cars. They may be $20,000 cars or $30,000 cars, but they are electric cars. When we had the oil crisis, I would think many people would have liked to have had an electric car, which could have saved a lot of headache, heartache, and breakups, if you will. But whatever the case may be, I just want to emphasize that when you're older, you're more settled in your thinking and your thoughts. When you're young, you want the shiny object, whatever it costs. I have an Android phone, and there's nothing wrong with having an Apple phone. I just don't have one. I know that an Apple phone costs more than an Android. So think about the things that you're buying. Keep your Apple phone as my example, but do you need the next version of the Apple phone when it comes out? Do you need to upgrade, especially since that upgrade is going to cost you more money? So just be aware of these for the next 90 days before you start spending a bunch of money that you may find that you don't have anymore. Your job security may not be there anymore. If you're 70, I think we are okay for Social Security. But Social Security, the conversation about Social Security has been going on for quite some time. And these next 4 years might be the year that something is going to be implemented into the system. Whatever your politics are, I want everybody to live a long, healthy, comfortable life. But YouTube at this moment is making it possible for anyone who wants to put in the time to generate income. I'm going to tell you truthfully, and it is time consuming. It is time consuming for me, and I am retired to be on YouTube. But my other channel that I started, I think about 18 years ago, it started 18 years ago. It didn't start yesterday, or it didn't start in 2024. So in its infancy, it did very little. But over time, it's doing okay. So YouTube is not a get quick thought unless you are very creative and what you're talking about or what you're sharing is something that droves of people are interested in. But over a period of time, even if you have your 1K subscribers and your 4K watched hours, before the advertisers are going to advertise on your channel, or before you start to see a significant amount of advertisement on your channel, you're going to need a huge following. This is just my opinion. Doesn't mean that I know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're thinking that you're going to get rich quick, the likelihood of that happening is slim. So let me give you an example. Some children, and I think my grandchildren are probably going to be the smartest children in the world. They're going to be so smart that so many organizations and companies and what with all are going to want these two kids to work for them. These children are going to be called progenies I'm not sure what that word is, but they will be the most sought after. Isn't that what every parent think of their children? That their children are the smartest, the brightest of the bright? But we find that our children are not the brightest of the bright. So when you see people like um, Dodash, Dante, London, and all of those people who are now coming to the forefront and they're making it big and they're flashing the dollars, they're showing you the money that they're making. Statistically, if you were a basketball player, how many of you think the basketball are going to make it to the, I don't know, the professional arena? Everybody can't be professional. Everybody cannot be a star. But the one thing about YouTube is you can be a star at the level that you're willing to participate in. So if you can get your 4K watched hours and your 1K subscribers, you are going to set yourself up to be qualified to earn money. Then over time, continue to do things that I'm doing now. Go and talk to people like I'm doing now about whatever your specialty is or whatever it is. If you cook, show me how you cook. I am one who goes to these cooking shows and I'll have my laptop going trying to cook a recipe, prepare a recipe that I'm watching online. And it takes the person that prepared the recipe about 20 minutes. It takes me about an hour because I have to pause the recipe, get my spices, put it in the oven, and I'm still looking at what am I supposed to do next? And when you have something that is that valuable, you're going to create the interest, and YouTube is going to promote your videos more and more. And I'll tell you what else is fascinating to me. Yes, that's it. That was it, Linda. It was the BYD Corporation. And I don't know what the BYD represented. I'm not sure if he told us. But guys, if you all get a chance, please go to this YouTube person. His name is Dr. Wolfe, Wolfe. Look him up and listen to him. Listen to what he's saying. It made pretty good sense to me. Much more sense than I can actually explain to you guys. So when you're building your YouTube channel, you're not going to be, when I say you, I'm not talking about you specifically, but I know that everyone in this platform right now, including myself, we're not going to be as successful as Dodash or Dante London. But with our own right, we can be successful. Who couldn't use $500 a month extra? I think all of us has the capacity to get $500 a month. And when I say that you have the capacity to get $500 a month, this is why I know. I wanted to tell you about the African videos that I've seen. Were you the one that advised that have to keep up with the 4,000 watch time hours every 365 days? Yes. After the 365 days, that 365th day, that one day drops off. So if you have not been on YouTube for a full year, you are golden. You are doing good. You can work as diligently as you can, which is what I would suggest that you do, and get your 4K and your 1K. If you started your YouTube channel years ago and stopped, your subscribers never leave. You still have the subscribers. So don't think about starting a new channel or deleting the ones that you have. Keep the ones that you have, because whenever you got those subscribers, whether they were 20 years ago or 40 years ago, well, it could not have been 40 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, or 366 days ago, those subscribers, your subscribers never leave, but your watched hours drop off. So every 365 days, you will see in your analytics a showcase of what your watched hours are. But every day after the last day drops off, but you're adding more. If that makes sense, it makes sense as I'm talking about it. They've both been on this platform for more than 5 years. Okay, if you've been on this platform for more than 5 years, you can forget about the first 4 years of watched hours. They are no longer there. The first 4 years of the watched hours are not there. But in year 5, those watched hours are still there. And you can go to your analytics and see what those watched hours are. I hope that's clear. And I was going to talk about the stories that I watch of the people in Africa. When I watch their YouTube channel and I see the women, especially doing that laborious work of cooking on a fire pit outside, going into the fields with a machete to, I don't know, chop down whatever it is that they're chopping down, bringing firewood back to the home to cook something, washing clothes. They don't have the conveniences, these stories that I'm talking about, the conveniences that I have when I can complain that I don't have laundry detergent. And Judy, oh my gosh, you all should go to Judy's videos. Judy demonstrated how she showers outside. She actually showed us how, I mean, she was dressed, but she showed us how she showers outside. Now it's hot in whatever country, Kenya. I think she's in Kenya. But I'm so grateful for the things that I have. But being able to show those types of stories, it's like watching Netflix for me. And she has a great photographer, whoever is doing the videotaping for her. They are doing a marvelous job. Now, her channel is monetized now, but she is someone that I would encourage you all to watch. I have shouted out her videos, and I won't go look for her right now. But if you're interested in finding Judy, ask me in the comment section at the end of this live stream, and I will definitely get her contact information. Keisha says, that happened to me. I lost 20 hours, but it is slowly returning. So it is a thing, losing hours and sometimes subscribers. You don't lose subscribers, Keisha. Well, let me change that. You can lose subscribers, but you will not be losing subscribers because of the 365-day window. That's not why you lose subscribers. You lose subscribers. I don't really know all of the reasons, but you lose subscribers because they choose to remove themselves from you. You cannot delete a subscriber, but you can unsubscribe to their channel. Once you, Keisha, subscribe to someone, you cannot, no. Once you subscribe to someone, they cannot delete you from subscribing. You can delete yourself, but they cannot delete you. But they can unsubscribe to your channel. YouTube can also delete subscribers who are perhaps spammers or people who are misrepresenting themselves on YouTube or not following the rules, best practices. Okay. But going forward, live, love, life. Going forward, just look at this year or whenever your year started. If in May 2024 you had a lot of lapsed watched hours, don't worry about it. Focus on June 2024 till June 2025. Then you're capturing hours that are going to make sense and will be of value. Yeah, I think it was probably spammers that YouTube chose to remove from you. And that's why I try to encourage people to, when you see people giving the blue jackets, make sure that you know who you're giving a blue jacket to. You see that Linda has a blue jacket. And there are people in here that I trust also, but I also know that Linda is a supporter. So I can tell you all that Linda is not going to be making endless comments to you. She may make some, but you are not going to count on it. But if you need a subscriber, Linda will do that. And democracy at work, I'm not sure what that is, Linda, but whatever it is. But guys, 365 days is what you want to keep your eye on. And if you follow the strategy that I'm sharing with you, you should have your 1K subscribers in less than 3 months. It should not take you longer than 3 months, in my opinion, to get 1K if you're serious about it. Now, if there are obstacles that keep you from doing so, if you've got real life obstacles, then yeah, you can't do it. If you've got small children, for example, especially like my new grandbaby, if you are a mother and you have a baby and this baby is very alert and very needing at this moment, she has to be fed. You can't come on camera and feed your baby. So that's an obstacle. What you can do is do restreams. You don't even have to have nice clothes on. You can go do a restream with your pajamas because you're not showing up on camera. You can always be doing something. You may not be able to do a live. You may not be able to create videos because you don't have the energy, but you should be able to run a restream. But yeah, so I want you all to know that these stories that you're seeing in Africa, they are phenomenal. The thing about those stories that are coming from Africa, the currency that they're receiving for their ads, I think, is low compared to what we get in North America. So if you're living in North America and you've got an ad running on your videos, you should be making at least $100 a month. If you're serious, the least should be $100 a month. Keisha says, what is a restream? Keisha, if you ask me that question at the end of this live stream, I'll send you a recording of how to do the restream. But I want you to do right now, Keisha, I want you to go to my YouTube channel. I want you to do that right now. I want you to go to my YouTube channel and look at the live stream that is playing now. You'll see two live streams. You'll see the one that I'm doing now, which is a live stream, and you'll see another live stream that it may not say restream, it will say live stream, but it's whales. I think it says whales. I don't know, it's something about whales. Can you go take a look at that live stream and then come back and let me know what you saw? Keisha, please go do that now. So yeah, if you do the minimal amount of work that I'm suggesting that you do, maybe I shouldn't say 100. You should be able to get $50 a month, literally doing nothing. But you have to get your 4K hours first and your 1K hours. Then you should be able to get at least $50 a month. And I could use $50 a month. This is called passive income. Passive income means that you are going to be able to come online live, maybe like what I'm doing now. And if you're not coming online live, maybe you can do a restream. Or if you can't do a restream, maybe you can create some faceless videos. That is how most of you all know me, from my faceless videos. When I started this channel, I never showed my face, and you saw recordings of stories, and it was not my voice, but you all gravitated toward that. So you could do that. Is it going to be easy? Yes. Is it time consuming? Absolutely. Yes. It is time consuming. I think the one you are talking about is the one with the whales. Yes, Keisha, that is a restream. And it's a 3-minute video that's put in a platform, and it just loops again, and it loops for 11 hours. I let it run for 11 hours. And after it finishes, I'm going to put in another one and let it loop for 11 hours. That would be 22 hours, almost 24 hours a day. And when I say that I'm going to start another one, it does not take me an hour to get the next one started. But the amount of time that it takes me to get the next one started is the amount of time that it takes me to start the next one. So they're running constantly. The only thing that I need to do is change the name. Like this one says Whales on the Move. I may title the next one, Whales Out to Lunch. But it's the same restream. Now, that is not the same as to say that if you have a video that you've created, that you can run that video. No, you cannot play a video over and over again. You can't play a video but once. But a restream, you can play it for as long as you wish. And Keisha Journey, I like this idea. Yeah, so if you mention it to me in a post at the end of this live stream, I'll send you the instructions, and I'll even tell you where you get the images from. And they're all completely free. Now, you've heard people do the restreams, and they're cutting up fruit and making design fruit and things like that, or showing a funny video. I tried to do fruit crafts, but when I did the fruit crafts, it was taking me so long to do it, and the views that I was getting were not equal to my time. But I wanted to tell you something about the restreams. The individuals that are watching my restreams are the individuals primarily in my tribe. There's a difference between a YouTube short and restream. Even though the restream is short, it is not a short, a YouTube short. So a YouTube short is 3 minutes or less. And you will get lots of views from YouTube shorts. The challenge about YouTube shorts is it has to be interesting enough for people to stop by to see it. Mine's never were. I was not creative enough to get people to come back and view it again, or come and view it for the first time. But some people are very fortunate in that regard. Hey, Jared, thanks so much for joining us. And Jared, you have not attended very many of my restreams, but I want to invite you to do so, because that's when I shouted you out in a live. And if you continue to go to my restream and make a comment there, you'll be in the next shout out that I do as well. And JA. So those of you who have not met Jared, please go and check him out. So this is what I mean by quality subscribers. Everyone that I am recommending are people that I have subscribed to and I have commented on their YouTube. I'm not saying that you should subscribe to them. I'm suggesting that you go there and check them out. If you check them out and you say that you subscribe to them because Empowered Living gave a shout out, most likely they're going to come back and view what you do and subscribe to your channel. I'm not promising you anything, but in the 500 challenge, in the 30-day 500 subscriber challenge, we are communicating with each other. We are communicating with each other to provide support, encouragement, and watch hours. Because when we go to your channel, and we're going to go to your channel with some level of frequency, when you get your 1K subscribers, what you're going to need is someone to watch maybe a playlist of yours. And because you've built that relationship with me and others, even if you need me to watch a playlist for 50 hours, let's just say that you're at 3,000 watched hours and you need 1,000 more. Do you know that if you have nurtured 1,000 people, you only need to ask us to watch 1 hour and you'll have your 4,000. But let's just say that you can't count on but 500 people, the 500 that you got in this 30-day challenge that you have been communicating with. You could almost assure yourself that every one of us would be willing to watch a 2-hour video or a 2-hour playlist for you. 500 subscribers asking each of us to watch a playlist for 2 hours is going to get you your 1,000 hours. I hope that you're understanding that. Now, some of you are already close to having your 1K. This is the time that you should be putting together a playlist that you will ask us to watch. So every time you come to this live stream, you should ask us, or when you comment on a video, when you're commenting, when you're responding to something that they said back to you, respond back to them and say, and by the way, I would appreciate if you would watch this playlist so that I can get to my 4K watched hours. Who wouldn't watch it? I would watch it if you ask, but if you don't ask, you don't receive. So Jared, again, the opportunity is open for you to go to one of my restreams. One is playing right now. Leave a comment on the restream. Guys, please don't just go to my restream and leave a comment and not let the restream play for at least 5 minutes if you can. Because every 5 minutes, every time I get 12 people to watch for 5 minutes, I get an hour. And while that seems like a small amount, if I'm doing this every day, and I'm getting more than 1 hour, because some of you are watching much longer than 5 minutes, but let it play for as long as you can. And when you have your restreams, I will come to your restreams. Now, here's the beauty of having a restream. When you understand that process, everything comes with a system, no matter what it is. Whether you're brushing your teeth, whether you're washing your face, taking a shower, there's a systematic approach for everything if you want that everything to work. So when I do my restreams, and I check the restreams when I come upstairs, it doesn't take me but maybe 5 minutes to run upstairs to get something, and I'll just sit down at my computer and see who has commented. And I'll send a comment to you either in the restream, and I make sure that I do send a message to 3 people every day, and sometimes more. But I'll click on your link and I'll go to your channel and I'll watch a video and I'll comment on it. I'll do that for 3 people every day, religiously. That's my system, so that I can stay connected with people. And if you're needing to reach your watch hours, this is a good way to do that, is that if I comment that I watched your video, it was a great video, then you can thank me for watching the video and say, by the way, I have a playlist that would help me reach my 4K hours. I hope that you understand. Or you can ask me questions. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thanks so much for the hearts. And I forget to ask for these. And people forget to ask for these. So as you were in someone else's live stream, not necessarily mine, send up some emojis. This lets the algorithm know that there's activity going on in the chat. Everybody, click on an emoji right now. Everybody send up an emoji. It doesn't matter which emoji you send, just send an emoji. And usually I'll say, if you're still in the chat, please type the number 3. Please type the number 3 so I'll know who's here with me now. Yes, you do watch, by the way, everyone. I would love to support. I will be going live tomorrow for the first time. Yay! Okay, I'll try to catch you live. Do you know what time you'll be going live? Do you know what time you'll be going live? Okay, so we still have Jared here, Mercy here, Keisha's here, and Live Love Life with Nikita still here. Okay, I know that there are more than 4 people live, but some people are still reserved about posting. And is that Eastern, Central? If you're still here, please give me a thumbs up. I'll be back Monday morning, 10:15 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so I won't remember that far. I won't remember what's going on Monday. But if I'm at my computer and I see your name, then I will definitely try to catch you live and listen in. Okay, so people are still here. Thank you so much. And when you're asking people to do something, that sends an algorithm to the YouTubers that we're live. Now, did I tell you all, I have a system also that when I go live, I will stay online live for at least 15 minutes. The first 5 minutes, it takes YouTube time to recognize that I'm live and to alert whomever it's going to alert that I am live. If no one shows up, I still stay the course. At 6 minutes to 10 minutes, one person may show up and not even log in, but I can see at the top, that someone is in the live. And I'll just say, hey, thanks for stopping by, and I'm appreciative of your being here. And then they may just drop off. But now I'm 10 minutes into the live. So then I go for the last 5 minutes. And in the last 5 minutes, maybe 3 people will show up. But I was only going to stay on a minimum of 15 minutes. So as long as those 3 people are actively engaged, I'm going to stay engaged with them and have a conversation. And over time, more people will come and more people will leave. For whatever reason, my goal is not to just take all of your time, because there's so many other people that you are trying to support. I do want to say I appreciate you all coming and supporting me today or this evening. Okay, so Keisha, I'll try to catch yours on tomorrow. And so what other questions can you all think that you might want to ask me? What else do you think you might want to ask me that I might have an answer for? Well, I will tell you that strikes are real. So please do not use anyone else's music unless you're using the free music on YouTube. If you're using someone else's music, they may say it's okay today, but 2 months from now, it might not be okay. You're not going to be penalized, but you'll have to take that music off of, you'll have to delete that video from your channel. I think you have to delete, or you can continue to share the profits. For me, I don't think it would really matter. It's just one video, and I am using someone else's music, so why not let them enjoy the benefits of what they gave to me? But you do need to give credit for the music or whatever it is that you're using that's not yours. That to me would probably be my problem, not knowing how to do the right accreditation. That might be my problem. So thank you so much for the emojis. Thank you for the thumbs up, Mercy, and Healthy Kitchen Wizard. So guys, let's talk about, I don't know, what are some things that you can talk about? What are some things that who is struggling with? What are you struggling with? Or what are your challenges, I should say? What are some of your challenges? We can talk about how to resolve those challenges. Okay, no one has challenges? I know it took a little while for you all to get those threes in, so I'm going to wait to see if someone's going to come in with some challenges. And I would say, let me just say, I'll be on for maybe another 4 minutes waiting for you guys. At the end of this live stream, please leave a comment. What was your greatest takeaway? The right schedule is my challenge. So, live, love, life. What do you mean by the right schedule? And before you answer, I'm going to tell you the rights. Unless you're monetized already, the right schedule is the schedule that you're on. Unless you're monetized already with your 4K and your 1K, the right schedule is the one that you're on now. When people talk about the right schedule, let me just look at let me see where you are. Okay, so you are at 1.11, and I can see then that would be important for you if you are already with the number of subscribers, but I don't know if you're monetized. But let's just say that you are monetized. It would be important for you to know the right schedule. And this is how you would find the right schedule, is understanding your analytics. When you look at your analytics, what time is most people watching your channel? Look at how much time are they spending when they do come to your channel. What country are these people from that are coming to your channel? When you do that type of analysis of your work that you're producing, you'll know the best time to produce. So I live in the US, and for me, most of the people that I'm reaching live in North America. I'm assuming they live in North America, but on my folktale channel, they live in some parts of Africa. The majority of them are in Africa. I'm not sure what we call the back office, but it is your analytics. So you would go to your analytics. Let me see if I can, I know I can't show it to you, but I can go quickly there and look and tell you where I'm going. To YouTube. And go here. Power Living. You go to view your channel, then YouTube Studio. And from YouTube Studio, click on Analytics at the left. And then you'll see the number of views, the content. You have to click on the various tags. Let's see the trends. Well, I can't stay out of my own thing too long. It'll kick me out. But if that's what you call in the back office where your analytics. Yes, you'll need to go to YouTube Studio and you'll see tabs going across the top and you'll see some tabs going down the side. But each time you might have to, or frequently you may have to go back to analytics. Analytics for some pages is not the same as analytics for all. So always start with view your channel, then go to YouTube channel, and click on whatever it is that you're looking for in the analytics. And you do this with another sheet of paper, because I couldn't remember, where are these people watching from? I'll write it down. Then how many people are watching? Where are they watching from? So you get an idea. But let's just say whatever country you are in, if most of the people are watching from the country that you're in, put down the time that you know that you would be watching. You know that you wouldn't be watching at 12 noon if you were at lunch or whatever. On my African channel, on my folktale channel for folktales, mostly Africans are watching it. So it would kind of be crazy for me to put, I don't know. But I don't even concern myself with that because it's not monetized anyway. And then once you get your following, let's just say if you're following Dodash and Dante, they don't have a time. They just post. They just come live. So, and that's what I'm saying. To me, it doesn't matter. I don't concern myself with that. One, if people are going to follow you, you're not going live, they'll get your video because it shows, they get a notice that you did a video, you know? So it doesn't matter when they watch it. They watch it when they watch it. That's how I see it. Okay. All right. So I've been on for 1 hour and 41 seconds, 1 hour, 41 minutes and 58 seconds. I enjoy talking to you guys. I really do. But I also know that there's a period of time when I've said all that I can possibly say. You've asked all that you could possibly ask. And I've given you the best of whatever it is that I have right now. And if I come on tomorrow, then come on tomorrow with me. But if you're still here with me, please leave a comment at the end of this live stream so that I can communicate back with you. Please be sure to go to my restream, comment there so I can give you a shout out tomorrow. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming. A Healthy Kitchen, thank you so much. I appreciate you, value you. Mercy, thank you for coming. Live, Love, Life, thank you for your questions. And Jared, thank you for being here. And I know that there's more people here, but rather than go back through the top, everybody that's still in here, type the number 5 and I'll say goodbye to you. Type the number 5 and I'll say goodbye to you. Everyone that's still here, type the number 5 and I'll say goodbye. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Live, Love, Life. You are appreciated. Thank you so much for your questions as well. Okay. I know that there is a delay. All right. So I'm going to end the session now. Thanks to everybody for showing up, and be sure to leave a comment. What was your greatest takeaway? I really appreciate you. Good night, everybody. Love you all.